Hi, my name is Max Martins. I'm in CIA 320, Diversity and Indigenous People in Canada. The title for this presentation is Religious Diversity and Hate Crimes. Diversity in Canada covers a wide range of factors, including race, gender, culture, and as we will discuss today, religion. According to Stats Canada, our country is home to over 100 religious beliefs. This indicates the need for cooperation and understanding as we share our country with those who hold a wide variety of beliefs. How important is religious diversity? To understand this question, we must ask how important religion is to its believers. A 2019 infographic published by Stats Canada shows that in the publishing year, more than 2/3 of the Canadian population identified with a religion, with 54% of Canadians saying that their beliefs held importance in their lives. For many who follow their religions closely, religion is their number one priority, meaning that the Canadian government has a responsibility to ensure that everybody is able to practice their beliefs free of oppression and discrimination. Protection for religious groups is entrenched into our Constitution. This is seen primarily in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Section 2, subsection B states that everybody has the fundamental freedom of thought, belief, opinion, and expression. Additionally, Section 15, subsection 1 provides that every individual is equal before and under the law and has the right to the equal protection and equal benefit of the law without discrimination and, in particular, without discrimination based on race, nationality or ethnic origin, color, religion, sex, age, or mental or physical disability. There are a number of criminal laws that give protection to identifiable groups. Here are some examples that relate specifically to religion. Section 430 of the Criminal Code makes it a crime to commit mischief to property if motivated by bias, prejudice, or hate based on religion, among others. Section 176 makes it a crime to obstruct or prevent someone from celebrating a religious or spiritual service. Section 318 makes it a crime to advocate or promote genocide, which is defined as the killing or inflicting of conditions leading to physical destruction of an identifiable group. Section 319 makes it a crime to communicate statements in public inciting hatred against identifiable groups, including religions. Subsection 2.1 of this section, which is 319, specifically touches on the issue of anti-Semitism, stating that it is a crime to communicate statements that condone, deny, or downplay the Holocaust, a tragedy that claimed the lives of millions of Jewish people. These two sections, 318 and 319, are interesting as they criminalize the speech itself that is discriminatory. The Canadian Human Rights Act of 1977 goes more in depth about existing laws to protect against discrimination on prohibited grounds. One of these prohibited grounds is religion. This act outlines the many ways in which discrimination is not allowed, including employment and wages, accommodation of needs, residential accommodations, and so on. By now, it's clear that the Canadian government strongly opposes discrimination on the basis of religion. However, our country has seen a disturbing trend in recent years pertaining to hate crimes. The RCMP defines a hate crime as a criminal incident found to have been motivated wholly or in part by hatred towards an identifiable individual or group. As previously discussed, religion is an example of an identifiable group. The trend that faces Canada is a peculiar one. According to the RCMP, there was little fluctuation in reported hate crimes from 2009 to 2016. However, there was a large spike in hate crimes during the COVID-19 pandemic, with an increase of 72% from 2019 to 2021. According to the RCMP, this spike was seen most prominently in British Columbia, Ontario, and Quebec. Now, there's a possible correlation to find here. Stats Canada found that in 2009, 75% of immigrants settled in these three exact provinces. While it is true that these are the most populous provinces, thus making sense of why there would be more hate crimes, it can be reasonably inferred that the presence of more religions from around the world in one place has given perpetrators the opportunity to exercise their hate. Looking at this chart provided by Stats Canada, there is an unmistakably disproportionate amount of hate crimes in Ontario compared to, say, Newfoundland and Labrador. The RCMP states that religion is the second most common motive for hate-related crimes, with race and ethnicity being the number one reason. As seen on this chart provided by the RCMP, the spike in hate crimes targeting religion matches the overall hate crime trend. To eliminate hate crimes altogether, we would need to eliminate hate out of the hearts of all Canadians. This is simply impossible. However, the Canadian government has in the last month released an initiative to attempt to remediate the current trend. A message from the Honourable Kamal Khera, Minister of Diversity, on the Government of Canada website states that as of 2024, the Canadian government is implementing its first ever action plan on combating hate. This comes as a response to the recent trend in hate crimes. According to the Government of Canada website, there will be $273 million invested and another $29 million invested to quote-unquote tackle hatred from multiple angles. The three pillars of this initiative are as follows: empower communities to identify and prevent hate, support victims and survivors, and protect communities and build community trust, partnerships, and institutional readiness. Minister Khera emphasizes the collective responsibility to create more inclusive communities and environments. Key issues to be addressed are greater investments in community safety, support for victims of hate, funding for community organizations, increased intersectional and disaggregated data, changes to legislation, and greater resources for law enforcement, according to Khera. This initiative sounds promising on paper, however, only time will tell if it will yield positive results. In conclusion, hate crimes are a grave threat to the fundamental freedoms that all Canadians are entitled to. The upward trend in hate crimes has posed much risk to the safety of religious members who want nothing more than to practice their beliefs free from oppression and potential violence. With an election looming, we will observe whether this initiative will be upheld in the case of a new government being elected. Thank you, and goodbye.